my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 134 of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is, let's dump the ghoul back in Ghoulash. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring that bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think they would help. With that being said, here's our list of things to do today. We've got our daily compliments for the last week. We're going to talk a little bit about peace, hopefully. And if you didn't get that from my nice little Halloween-y presentation there, we're making goulash. Sorry, I have to laugh a little bit. It was funny. And it's super duper quick. There's not a whole lot of prep except for cutting a half of a large onion and one large bell pepper. I always pick red, green, or red, orange, or yellow, but it did call for green. I just wanted to put that out there up front. So the ingredients, let me do the daily compliments first. And we had some microphone issues as of late again, so I'm all wired in. So watch me trip over myself today. And I want to thank Emily Anderson, who does my hair. She did once again a beautiful job. I'm so happy. If you want to go see Emily in Frankfort, Illinois, PM me on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so our daily compliments for the last week start with the 18th. I appreciate you. The 19th, you are enough. The 20th, you've got all the right moves. The 21st, you are wonderful. The 22nd, you are one of a kind. The 23rd, time spent with you is always worth it. And for today, for today, I admire your bravery to speak up about things that matter to you. So there we go. Was that one? That didn't seem like 7. I don't know why I had to count, but there you go. Okay, so the ingredients for this recipe, I'm just going to read them to you off my little cheat sheet over here, and then I will link the recipe in the description. Sorry for the episode. So it's 1.5 pounds ground turkey, 1 large bell pepper diced, half a large onion diced, 2 14.5-ounce cans of diced tomatoes. She doesn't say anything about draining them, so I'm going to leave the liquid. Then it's 2 cups of beef broth, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon paprika, 2 teaspoons Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon salt, ½ teaspoon of pepper. I added a teaspoon of garlic, and 2 cups of elbow macaroni, and 2 cups shredded cheddar. Okay, so basically everything I just said is going to go into the pot, and then we're done. Okay? But I'm going to read the instructions as I am doing them so as not to confuse myself more than anything. I picked this because 1, I'm going to give you a little history of goulash in a few minutes, and 2, I wanted to do something healthier because we did something pretty unhealthy last week, but oh my God, is that one of the best cakes ever. It was so moist. The frosting is so thick and fudgy and delicious. Oh my gosh. With ice cream, it was amazing. So I wanted to be healthier this week. So I loved that it called for the ground turkey. Mine is only a pound because that's how much you get in a typical container. So I just realized that now. And then for actually, I'm sorry, you don't dump in everything. You do not dump in the noodles or the cheese. The noodles go in, which I love because I hate mushy noodles. I corrected myself. They're horrible. I can't stand them. But you know, like that tortellini soup I just made would have been so much better if I had waited to put the noodles in till maybe a half an hour before. I don't even know if I would do it that that soon. Okay. And then it is these 2 cans. And again, I think one of my cans, yes, is basil, garlic, and oregano. But one of the seasonings is Italian seasoning. So I figured why not, right? And who doesn't love a quick crock pot meal to make food preparation so much easier? So, oh, let me get this tomato paste in here real quick. Anybody have suggestions? What do you do with your tomato paste? I know some people freeze it because most likely you don't ever use this whole little can in one sitting, so to speak. And then mine end up going bad because 1, I'll forget it's in there. And 2, I guess I could put it in a Tupperware container like that and freeze it, right? But I didn't know if maybe somebody had maybe freeze them in ice cube trays or something. I know it's, like I said, I know it's not a big can, but, and it doesn't cost much, but it seems like a waste. Okay, and then that's the seasonings, all those ones I just mentioned to you. Okay. And then we dump this in. Now, for their recommendation, it was 6 to 8 hours on low or 4 to 5 on high. I'm somewhere in the middle, I think, because it is 11 here. 4, 5. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle here. So I think I'm going to go low because I just don't want to overdo it. I probably should have broken up the turkey, but it doesn't ever mention anything like that. It literally just says, put these things in there. So it does have you stir it after a little bit. I guess it would cook better if the lid were on, right? Oh, I did want to stir it for one reason, because all the seasonings are just sitting in one place. Might be helpful to distribute those a little bit. Give me a second here. I'm trying to... I was not prepared to stir anything. Okay. We'll just get that kind of in the middle there. There we go. And this turkey is 93 and 7, I think is what, so super duper healthy. And then the other thing I did was I got these healthier noodles. Peyton tried them and I said, okay, let's do it. So no sponsorship whatsoever, but we're using these Barilla Protein Plus elbows. And what I found interesting was they're plant-based, protein, fiber, and 11 vitamins and minerals. No additives, no xanthan gum. Semolina, durum wheat, lentil flour, pea flour, protein, chickpea flour, barley flour, and spelt flour. And then it lists a bunch of vitamins, and the only thing it contains is wheat. So I'm like, why not? It's not quite 2, was it 2 cups? Yeah, it's not quite 2 cups. But I think it'll be plenty. So there we go. But the thing I wanted to talk to you, or to let you know about the history of goulash for a second, because I know when I was growing up, I do believe it was a friend of mine whose mom made it, I think. Oh, are you going to tell me I didn't save them? Yeah, of course. Okay. So, I think a friend of my mom or mine, their mother would make goulash, or there was like an American version of goulash they served at school or something. I remember having goulash. I just don't remember where. Isn't that crazy? Okay, hey, bear with me for a second. So the history of goulash goes as follows. It's a traditional Hungarian stew, and I'm reading this off of Google, the AI portion, that originated with the Hungarian shepherds of the 9th century. So the shepherds would cook the meat, onions, and other seasonings until the liquid was absorbed, and then dry the stew in the sun and store it in sheep's stomachs. When it was time to eat, they would add water to reconstitute the stew. From a sheep's stomach. Okay, so paprika's in there, the spice that gives goulash its signature color and flavor, was introduced by the Turks in the 16th century. And then the national dish in 1876, goulash was chosen as the national dish of Hungary to contrast with the more creative Austrian cuisine and to signify unity. And then other names it goes by in Hungary, the original goulash is called porkolt, P-O, it's got umlauts over both O's, so it's P-O-R-K-O-L-T, while goulash refers to a stew with potatoes. And there's no potatoes in here. In the United States, goulash is often made with ground beef instead of veal, and the noodles are cooked in the pot with the sauce. This is known as American goulash. So I guess technically I'm making American goulash, but I just thought that was kind of interesting where they stored it. And I thought that there was something else I read. I guess I can't find it now. Well, I just thought that was kind of interesting that something we Americanized and added some completely different ingredients, but I don't know, might taste the same? Like, I guess I never looked at other goulash recipes to differentiate. But on this recipe, I remember it calling it scumgallion or something, I think. Let me look it up. Scumgallion. Okay. Tell me what that is. Okay. Just learned scumgallion is a thing. It's another name for American goulash. And it's probably Scottish in origin. It's eerily similar to scumgullet, which Sam talks about in Night Watch, along with slumpy and some other foods. I don't know. That went off the rails. But yeah. So why that's American, I don't know. So the word is believed to derive from slum, an old word for slime, and gullion, an English dialect term for mud or cesspool. Yum. That's hilarious. Okay. So that's about it for that. I'm not going to have you wait around for 4 or 5 hours while my scumgallion cooks. But I did want to talk to you a little bit about, we're getting near the holidays and we're starting to you know, I don't know. I find that as winter comes and we can't get out and get in the fresh air as much, and I just feel either like completely claustrophobic or just so cold that I don't want to go outside. And so then I feel kind of like I barricaded myself in, and that's when I start to get stressed about things. And so I'm trying to find a way to find a little bit of peace, especially as we're heading towards these kind of crazier months, cold, crazy months, where I don't know if you're one that can be staying inside for long periods of time. I personally, while I hate the out of doors in the cold, I force myself to get out there in some respects, just because if I didn't, I probably would go crazy, and the peace in my head would be very much no longer there. And so for my own sanity, I get out, I at least inhale some, you know, good clean breaths, and if there's sun, hopefully there's sun. That is a major proponent of depression in the winter months especially, is typically there is a lack of sunshine when it's colder. So when we can absorb the natural vitamin D, while not great for long periods of time, is the more preferred way or natural way, however you want to put it, to get it. But also drinking milk, taking vitamin D supplements. Maybe those are things we need to up the ante in for the winter months. Again, check with your doctor. I'm not throwing in any prescription out there whatsoever. But I am on, or I've tried to be on, vitamin D supplements for many years, and I get on and off them, you know, periodically. You just get tired of taking pills. So while that is not, you know, an excuse by any means, it just gets, tedious. So like for peace in your situation, what do you do? What helps you to kind of ground yourself? I also enjoy a good hot bath with either very minimal noise or some music I really enjoy. Yes, I actually listen to podcasts. Those kind of relax me or get me thinking on a different mindset, so to speak. So, where's your peace come from? Where do you go when you need to reconnect with yourself? And believe me, that is one of the most important things. And if somebody tells you that's selfish, then that's baloney. It is not selfish. It is the only way you are able to assist others and be helpful to others and be there for others. If you're empty, all they're taking is fumes. So, what is the point? But peace needs to be had at least one point in your day, every day, to calm the mind, take away the element of thought. If you can, I'm not meditative by any means, but I can definitely come up with a good blank mind for a couple of seconds, depending on what I'm doing at the time. But it's important to, especially like I said, as we head into these crazy months, that you take that time for yourself. And while I am extremely guilty of going, oh no, I got to do this first and I got to do that first, and if you're of the same chronic pain type person, you're the type that will, if you have to go and do something, you want to go and do everything and get it done and sit down, because you need to rejuvenate every few hour or so. But it's also like, how do I do that? Like, I have so many things to do, and if I just get them done, I can sit down. But then something else arises, right? So if it's not one thing, it's another. We've all said that before, but we really need to try and accomplish settling and breathing, and at least, if there's a happy place you can go to, even if, like I say, I go outside in the cold and breathe in some cold air. I don't know if it's a shocker to my system or what, but, and then get that ray of sunshine on your face and just go, I got this. I mean, we obviously all need a little bit more than that, but it's a good place to start. I think I've said my piece on that. Did you like that? All right, I think that about does it, guys. I am getting you out of here without relatively any too much time taken away from your schedule. Oh yeah, we're at a whopping 18 minutes, 19 minutes out the door. Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to try experimenting with a couple of different things now. And one of them was that, I would be building up to doing 2 episodes a week. One would be a long form video such as this, and then one would be a live stream. So I would essentially be breaking up dinner and doing a quick, live stream of, a quick live stream of the dump dinner, and then the following week or the next day would do a live stream of the dessert, because those are usually more intense and take a lot more steps and would, need more of the time. But just a thought, we're working it out. I say we because I got my team. My kids are my team. I can't do it without them. So thank you guys for everything you do for me. And you need to be following me on Instagram at The Best Blessed Life. on Facebook. I almost forgot what I was going to say. On Facebook at Kristen Haas, KristinHass. On Twitter at The Best Blessed Life, with life, one replacing the I in life. And do these challenges. See what happens. See how you do. Think outside the box. This is constantly what's happening. You're watching the evolution of these challenges take place right before your eyes, because we're trying to think outside the box for new and exciting content. We're going to set new goals daily because, gosh darn it, if this show doesn't keep me on my toes and keep challenging me daily. So, and then we're going to take baby steps as much as we can, and I do mean baby. Like, baby yourself every once in a while, too, while you're at it. Okay? Is that enough rules for you? Okay. I think that does. I really appreciate you guys, and I can't thank you enough. So, with that being said, I want you to have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Thanks for watching.